Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Armande. I know it's been a long time since I did a makeup video. I moved to LA and I had to get situated, but I'm back, so let's get to it. It's the end of summer, so I was thinking, do an end of summer look, go out like with a bang. So let's start. First, I'm gonna put some moisturizer. This is the Fountain of Truth, the Insta Face Lift Elixir. It's so good, y'all. The whole Fountain of Truth line is so good. Now we're gonna put on some primer. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It's like my favorite primer, actually. It's a good neutral primer. It's smooth, it's not too drying, still moisturizes. So I normally start off with my eyebrows because, as you can see, God didn't bless me with too much of these. And it's not from tweezing my eyebrows. I actually never, maybe twice in my life, have tweezed my eyebrows. This is just what I got. So what I use is the Anastasia Dip Brow. This is the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I use the color Ebony. And I use the Anastasia brush, brush. So it has the spoolie on this side and then the angled flat brush on this side. So I just, brush my eyebrows up, make sure they're even. And then I normally just start on the bottom to create the outline of my brow. Fill in the end. And since I don't have a lot of brow, I have free range to just go crazy. I fill in the top. And this is where you can shape your brow to whatever shape you want it to be. Are you an arched type of chick? Are you a round type of chick? So once you have the shape, then I make little fake brushes in the beginning, for that little ombre effect. And then I just continue making the fake brushes all throughout. And then with the product that's still on the brush, I kind of start to fill in like that. Get the other side. I would say one eyebrow went to college, got their degree, graduated top of their class. And the other eyebrow dropped out of high school. It's always a difficult eyebrow, no matter what, and it's always the same one. Okay, so now that the eyebrows are filled in as much as I want, I'm gonna go ahead and clean around it. So I'm going to use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the color Armande. And I have the Sephora brush, number 36. See how it's flat? So I use that to clean under and over. And basically, I follow the line that I make. I clean up any mistakes, and if I'm like, oh, this is not arched enough, I add more arch. This is where you fix any mistake you made. And then you pull it down to blend into your eyelid. And then I go over the top with foundation. I prefer to do that than with concealer, because I feel like the concealer leaves a light streak that you can see. And use this time to shape the top part. So after you do all that, I go in with my MAC blending brush and I just blend so that nothing looks too crazy. Okay, let's get into the eyes. So first, of course, I prime the eyes with the Urban Decay primer in the color Eden, I think. It's the Garden of Eden. I know someone named Eden. I love this primer because for bright colors, when I really want them to pop, this primer just brings it all out. So I said we're gonna do end of the summer look. So this is the Urban Decay Heat palette. And I'm gonna go in with the transition color. I'm going to be using Cayenne right here as my transition color. I use Cayenne as my transition color for everything. It's just so good. Pack that bad boy in. You know what I mean? For my lid color, this is a Z palette that I made, and the color that I'm using is called Morroco, and it is from Geek, and it's this color right here. And I'm using my MAC 246 brush. As you can see, I already used the color. I was like, let me see how this color looks. I love it. Just wanna pack it on the lid. It's a nice bright orange. I bring it into the transition color as well, so it blends into it. Okay, on and on. On. And then I'm going to smoke it out. Tarteist Amazon Pro. I'm gonna be using both edgy right here. I'm gonna start off with edgy and then go in with smokes. You know, I like to build my smoke. I don't like to just jump in. This is my MAC brush. So I start off in the corner, like in a C shape, just like right there. Nothing more, nothing less. And then I slowly start to bring it in. Bring it in here, and bring it in here. And then blend it out. And then basically you just keep adding on, you know? And then once I put like the amount I want, I go in with the smoke and just get this little corner here and just darken it a little bit more. Then I go with this blending brush and just kind of blend these parts into each other so that it doesn't look like a harsh line or anything. Just softly too, like I just softly blend it. I don't, nothing like crazy. Just the lines. Now I'm going to use a liner. It's the Clinique Pretty Easy Liner in the color black. I'm not gonna do a wing or anything. Just a little wing maybe, but basically I start at the end and I bring it into the middle, just like that. And then I connect it. Connect. So I connect the dots, you know? And then I just bring this part in. And there you go. I'm gonna clean that when I put on foundation. Okay, now I'm gonna put on some mascara and then put on my lashes. This is Great Lash by Maybeline. Just gonna put some on my top lash to make it be a base for the falsies. So I'm using my Eyelure lashes and Duo Glue. Also, I reuse my lashes until it's like, girl, it's time. So I just put on a thin layer. I let it dry for like, you know, a little bit. Not a little bit, like 30 seconds or whatever. You just want it to get a little gunky so that it sticks on easy enough to not make a mess, but not like sticks too much in case you need to move it. So I use the tweezer. Well, I place it on the middle part first, and then I take the front part and I just press it down with the tweezer, and then I take the back part, press it down with the tweezer. Get your lashes under to blend in. That's it. It's just practice, y'all. Practice, practice, practice. Make your lashes under to blend in. That's it. It's just practice, y'all. Practice, practice, practice make perfect, as Offset said. To quote the famous Offset of Migas. Place on the middle, then the front, and then the end. Now onto my favorite part, foundation. I already put primer on, but I also like to just, this is the NYX Pore Filler Primer. I also like to just put that on right in my pore spot. Yeah, I like to just put that like right here, here, over my mustache, my laugh lines, and my forehead. Just like that. So before I start with foundation, I color correct with this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is the orange corrector. I correct, you know, my under eye. I do my laugh lines above my lips. I do not wax my lips, so I just make sure I color correct it. I don't know why I don't wax my lips. I feel like I'm scared that if I do it, the hair is just gonna start growing uncontrollably and then I'll be stuck having to do it for the rest of my life. So I just avoid it. Then any, you know, pimple blemishes that I popped, I try not to pop, but you know how that goes. I go with the Beauty Blender and I blend this in. Then I go ahead and set in that I just correct with the Laura Mercier Translucent Deep. And I just go over everything with that lightly. I do this also so that to help avoid creasing and to help my foundation last longer. So I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty and my color is 430. I just drop it on my face like that. No fuss, no muss. So being out in California and I don't have a car yet, I definitely walk a lot and I've definitely been tanning. And so all of my foundations don't match anymore. So I need to restock. I use the blending brush, the beauty blender for my foundation because I just always love that like natural finish, you know? Only if I'm like going to something serious and I need like that full coverage finish will I use a brush for my foundation. I like the inventor of the beauty blender must be like at home, like, you know, gotta be one of the best inventions in makeup history. Top 5. I use LA Girl to highlight the Pro Concealer and the color is Toffee. Start right in there. Go over the mouth. Get the chin. Go over the nose. And blend that in. Bring it all the way here. To the side of the nose. Get all over the mouth. I feel like LA Girl's concealer is just, it's so good. Like, I love the Nars Radiant Creamy too, but LA Girl is $3. So I use that more frequently. Put a little bit too much on my nose. Okay. Get that forehead. All of it, you just always want to make sure that you're just blending it in good. Really, that's the important factor when doing this, the blendation. I go in with the dark cocoa to contour. I'm not doing a deep contour, so it's not like that darker, but it'll still give a shape. I get the side of the nose, and this is like a fix where I put too much. Side of the forehead. And then I just push this in, go up with it. Put it on my chin. Once that's done, I'll just use the light side again to just brighten this up. And then I just blend everything in together. Cool. Now I'm gonna go in with my Sashca ButterCup to bake. I don't bake really because I have normal to dry skin. So instead what I do is I take my beauty blender wet and I press it into my skin and just keep pressing it in. So I use a good amount, but I don't like use a lot. Again, of course, if it's a long night, then I use a little bit more. And the part that you really want to be highlighted is kind of like right here, under the eye corner, like right there. So I'll put a little extra more there, just there, and then press in, into the nose, just a tiny bit. Forehead, I do a little song. So that's how I bake, and I leave that in. I don't wipe it off because I didn't let it, like, you know, bake like other people do. Of course, if you have oily skin, bake that bad boy. So after I do that, I go back with my Mercier setting powder. I tell y'all, that's my favorite. And I basically, I didn't say what brush this is. This is the e.l.f. brush, the complexion brush. So good and affordable. And I just put some on, and I kind of just use it to bring like everything together so that there's no like harshness from the setting powder that I use. You know, just to bring, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? This is the Bobbi Brown bronzer, bronzing powder in the color Deep 4. And basically I'm just, wherever I put the contour, kinda, basically. I go over with the bronzer. You know? I don't know why when you put bronzer, it makes you go like this. Something about the color that's being added just makes you feel like that be. I'm going to highlight with two highlighters. This is the Mariah Carey from her collection that came out a while ago, My Mimi. And then we have the Maybeline, and this is Molten Gold. I start off with the Mariah. It's a deeper golden, so I use that to start off with a more bronzy kind of glow. Not bronzy, but you know, the glow that says you've been to St. Tropez. You've been to our island, basically. Right there. You see how deep that glow is? It's so good for deeper complexions. Get the chin, forehead. Then I'm gonna go over that with the chrome just to add that little more pop, just right at the apple, just right there, right there, right there, right there. I'm just saying, go back with the Mariah, over the nose. My nose is sweating. My nose always sweats, so like, I want to get the job done fast, you know, over the Cupid's bow. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put blush. I use eyeshadows as blush as well. So the same eyeshadow I used for my transition color, I'm using that as a blush. And you just put that in between the highlight and your bronzer. In between the highlight and your bronzer. So I want to add like a little color to this look. So I'm gonna go in and put another color I got from Makeup Geek. It's called Plummage. It's like a green. I'm gonna go ahead and use that on the bottom part of my lash, right there. And I'll just kind of smudge it out. Smudge it out a bit. See how, look how that changed it. Like, I just gave it an extra little. So I'm gonna use the L'Oreal primer on my bottom lash. Just put that right there. And I just let it dry, like basically till it's not white anymore. I'm just speeding up the process. And then I'm going to use, this is by Sephora. It's called Lash Craft. I'm gonna use that on my bottom lashes. Okay, so for my lips, I'm gonna line with the, what is this called? This is an NK eye pencil. The color is like, can't even see what the color is. Sorry, y'all can't see. But it's like a deep brown. I'm gonna line my lips with that. Just a light little line. This is lipstick. It's actually from Sashca ButterCup. It was like a promo, like when I got the Sashca ButterCup setting powder, they gave it to me, and it's called Over the Taupe. Over the Taupe. Taupe. It's like a nice, beautiful, peachy color. And this is a gloss from Rimmel called Stay Glossy. I'm just gonna put that over it. Pretty, right? Look how pretty that is. This is like a nice peach. So the Rimmel gloss and this lipstick gives a nice peachy look to complement the orange. The Scandinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. Boom. And there you have it, guys. This is my end of the summer makeup look. You know, if you're going to a day party or just brunch with your girls, it's a good way to bring in the summer and prepare for fall. Thank you for watching, and if you like, subscribe to my channel, like it, share it. Definitely gonna be coming with more videos for you guys, and thanks for watching.